It was a very self-indulgent movie for us. We were we were like making an R-rated movie for 13-year-olds.
That is, your feet are bare. Put your boots on.
They're filthy. I'm having them exfoliated.
No time for exfoliation.
I haven't showed it to my kids yet, but I've heard that that it plays very well still with 13-year-olds. So my son has one more year to go, then he can join the club. Tropic Thunder. Honestly, it had been a year since I'd even been on a real movie set. Like, everything I had done was just sort of like with friends, and so that was like movie star camp. I mean, it's on this movie that's massive, that there's a million actors I had seen, you know, and had watched and had never met. So it just was sort of like trying to stay alive and feel like I could hold my own with all of these like super talented, successful people. And yeah, that was like probably the most insane time I've had on anything. I mean, we were in, you know, to go from like waiting tables a year earlier, and then the next year I'm you know, in Kauai with Stiller and, you know, Robert Downey Jr. and Jack Black and all these guys. It was mind-blowing.
Amy, what's the deal, dude? Are we gonna blow this tree line or what? Tuck and Kim got the blue balls here. I'm gonna let them squirt before it go.
Play it through, still rolling.
Dieter, can he hear me? That's C4, dipshit. Put that back.
A lot of these like effects guys too, when you meet them on the set, like they do have personalities, and so, you know, I would watch the guys that I had been around with in this last year and just took cues and notes from some of them. The opening scene of that movie, it took like almost 3 weeks to shoot. So for like 3 weeks, I would sit up in this tower and, like, you know, watch everything that was happening, not sure if they were going to get to my stuff that day or not.
Dieter, these jets are about to crest this ridge line. I got about 200 pounds of shit your pants. I need to know if we're ready to go.
And then meanwhile, Ben Stiller, his character in that scene has no arms. His arms have been blown off. So he's like directing, you know, 500 people and incoming helicopters that are exploding, and he has like no arms. He's like screaming to move things here, take things there. Even just the way he would handle the studio was pretty funny. It's like, you know, they would get dailies back each day, and I remember the studio would like give him notes like, we need more wide shots, or this needs to be funnier, it's too dark. And Ben would just take those notes and then give them to Bill Hader's character to just say in the movie to be mocked and ridiculed. And then I think the notes slowed down after that. Yeah.
Sit, cock, that's the signal. Go.
Six.
I remember I had like an earwig in when I was sitting up that tower, because if they had to sell any direction or anything to me so I could know what's going on. And I guess during one of the takes they had like left Downey's like mic on, and so I'm sitting up there and I'm like, oh shit, I can hear what he's saying, and he's like talking to people, and he was in character the whole time. And then I even like watched him like walk back to his trailer and saw it from down there, and he was talking to himself.
Here they come!
No! Stop tailgating me, you pasty teabag! Can I make a pee-pee?
I'm gonna go drain the snake. I'm gonna drain the snake. It was like made up a song about how he was gonna go piss in character for no one else's benefit except for his own. This is the end.
Crumholz is dead. Michael Cera's dead.
Yes, if Michael Cera's gone, it's not a total loss, huh?
Jesus, Danny.
Michael Cera's dead.
It's not like that. That's not funny, man.
It seemed like it was going to be a lot of fun, and this is the end. I mean, the concept of it seemed awesome, and once again, it was like taking a comedy and then mixing it with a bigger genre, you know, which to me just felt like it could be a lot of fun, and maybe it would break through. Jonathan Watson was the AD, the assistant director on that movie, and he's been the AD on all of like Eastbound and Vice Principals, and he's directed episodes of Gemstones. We've worked with him a lot, and Seth and Evan have as well. And I remember he called me before I got there and was like, ooh, you better come prepared. They're going hard at each other. And so you kind of knew what the atmosphere was going to be, that it was like, oh, nothing's off the table. Everybody's going hard at each other. It was kind of fun, though.
Y'all cool?
It's Channing Tatum.
That's Channing Tatum, dude. What the fuck?
Channing fucking Tatum. I found him wandering on the freeway. I collected him, made him my bitch.
I had that very memorable scene with Channing Tatum, and that was the very first time I met him, is when we filmed that. I was like in my trailer, sort of like going over my lines with like a skull on my head, like all in blood. And then Channing, I think, came running into my trailer in like, you know, football pads or whatever he was wearing or not wearing in that scene, and tackled me. And so that was when I first met him. And I was like, okay, we'll get along.